Hare Krishna everyone. Have you ever wondered why did Shri Krishna choose Arjuna, not Yudhishthir, Bhim, or even Nakul and Sahadev? All were noble, all were wise, but only Arjuna received the chariot seat behind Shri Krishna. Why? Let's step into this story together. Yudhishthir was Dharmraj, righteous to the core. His discipline, his ethics were unmatched, but Krishna did not choose him. Why? Because dharma alone, while admirable, doesn't melt the heart of Lord. Nakul and Sahadev were wise and handsome, but intellect and appearance does not attract Krishna. Even Bhishma, mighty and noble, didn't receive that intimate position. Then comes the Mahabharata movement. Duryodhan and Arjuna both visit Krishna before the great war. Krishna, always mysterious in his ways, offers them a choice. On one side, his mighty army, and on the other side, just him, unarmed. Duryodhan chooses the army. Arjuna, with folded hands, chooses Krishna himself. Now pause here. Would you have chosen the same? Most of us perhaps would want the army, the numbers, the strength. But Arjuna said something divine. He said, I haven't come to ask you for anything, my lord. I have come to offer myself to you, not to take, but to give. Take me as yours. And Krishna smiled. That is the secret. Others tried to claim Krishna. Arjuna gave himself to Krishna. That's why Krishna became his charioteer, not a lower position, but the most intimate one. He guided Arjuna's every move, when to speak, when to shoot, when to stay silent. Krishna didn't just walk beside Arjuna, he took full charge of his journey. Why? Because Arjuna said, Karishye vachanam tava. I will do whatever you command. That's what true surrender looks like. No bargaining, no pride, only trust. And remember, Krishna tested him again and again with tough instructions, with heartbreaking decisions, but Arjuna never backed down. Even when Sri Krishna asked him to fight people he respected, even then Arjuna followed his Lord. This is why Krishna chose Arjuna, not for his strength, for his skills, but for his surrender. Now let's get deeper. Later, when the war ends, Ashwatthama attacks and kills Draupadi's 5 sons in their sleep. When Arjuna captures him, Krishna says, don't kill him, he is a Brahmin. Yet we know Krishna himself killed Ravana as a Brahmin. So why spare Ashwatthama? Here's the wisdom. Krishna doesn't go by birth, but by karma. Ravana, though a Brahmin, acted against dharma. He kidnapped another's wife and picked up arms in the battlefield, wielding weapons. Birth no longer shields anyone. Ashwatthama, on the other hand, attacked in the dark, cowardly, not in the battle. Krishna didn't show him mercy, he gave him a punishment worse than the death, a curse, eternal life, filled with suffering. This is divine justice, not biased, not blind, but aware. Then comes the movement of beauty. When Ashwatthama releases a deadly weapon towards Uttara's unborn child, everyone is stunned. Krishna is about to depart when Uttara, full of faith, runs to him. Not to Arjuna, not to Yudhishthir. She stretches her arms and cries, Save me, O Lord of the universe. And Krishna hears. He enters her womb, takes a thumb-sized form and destroys the weapon inside her. The child is saved. The child later becomes Parikshit. And yet, when people start praising Krishna, he humbly says, "No, don't cheer for me. It was Uttara's faith, her surrender, that saved her child." Such is Krishna. So, dear ones, let's reflect. Do we treat Krishna like a wish-granting machine? Or do we, like Arjuna, simply offer ourselves to the Lord and say, "Take me, Lord, guide me, I am yours"? True bhakti isn't about asking for more. It's about offering what we have. And when we do that, Krishna doesn't just blesses us. He steps into our lives, takes the reins, and becomes our eternal guide. So, if you have ever become confused, ever in pain, or even joyful, fold your hands, close your eyes, and say from the heart, "Karishye vachanam tava." Because Krishna chooses the ones who choose to surrender. Hare Krishna. See you in the next one. Humble Devotee, signing out.